All right, let's jump right in. Welcome to this explainer. Look, we all know artificial intelligence is literally everywhere right now. And honestly, it's evolving so fast that it is genuinely hard to keep up, even for those of us who live and breathe this tech every single day. So today, we're cutting through all the noise. We are going to demystify 7 absolutely crucial terms that make up the evolutionary building blocks of modern AI. I mean, seriously. When your daily dental hygiene routine requires an artificial intelligence update, which actually happened this week, you know it's probably time to get a solid grip on the terminology, right? But hey, we aren't just rattling off a random list of buzzwords today. We're exploring an entire interconnected ecosystem that is completely reshaping our world. So here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, AI that acts and reasons. 2, memory and external connections. 3, scaling up efficiently. 4, the superintelligent future. And finally, 5, where you can experience it live at the IBM Tech Exchange Conference. Let's do it. Section 1, AI that acts and reasons, moving beyond chatbots. Okay, enter our very first term, Agentic AI. Now, you're probably used to a standard chatbot, right? You give it a prompt, it answers, and it just stops. Well, Agentic AI is totally different. These AI agents run on an autonomous, continuous loop to hit complex goals. Basically, they perceive their environment, they reason out the absolute best next steps, act on that plan, and then, this is the cool part, they observe the results of that action. And around they go. These agents can take on incredibly diverse roles. They could act as your travel agent booking a trip, a data analyst spotting trends in quarterly reports, or even a DevOps engineer detecting log anomalies, spinning up containers to test fixes, and rolling back faulty deployments entirely on their own. It's wild. But, for an agent to actually act, it first has to think. And that brings us to large reasoning models. If you look at regular large language models, they just generate their responses immediately. Boom, here's your answer. Reasoning models, on the other hand, are fundamentally different. They're trained to actually work through problems step by step. These are specialized models that have gone through reasoning-focused fine-tuning. Because they're trained on problems with verifiably correct answers, think math or coding, they learn to generate accurate reasoning sequences. So the big takeaway here is, the next time you see a chatbot pause and tell you it's thinking, you are literally watching a reasoning model at work, generating an internal chain of thought to break down a problem before it replies to you. Section 2. Memory and external connections, giving AI context. All right, this brings us to term number 3, the vector database. Now, in a standard database, you might just store text files or images as raw blobs of data. But in a vector database, an embedding model actually converts that raw data into a multidimensional numeric representation. In plain English, we are translating the messy, complex real world into pure mathematics, just so the AI system can actually process and understand the context. To put that into perspective, picture a beautiful mountain vista. An embedding model takes that image and breaks it down into this incredibly long list of numbers that captures its actual semantic meaning. Why do we go through all that trouble? Well, it allows us to perform data searches as mathematical operations. If you want to find items conceptually similar to that mountain picture, the database just runs a similarity search to find the closest vectors in that embedding space. And this works for similar text articles, music files, the whole shebang. And those vector databases? They serve as the vital backbone for term number 4, RAG, which stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. Here's how it flows. It all starts with your user input, which gets converted into a vector. Next, the system performs that similarity search we just talked about right inside the vector database. Finally, it takes whatever highly relevant data it finds and uses it to enrich the original prompt given to the AI. So for example, if you ask an AI a super complex question about your company policy, this RAG system physically pulls the exact relevant sections straight from your employee handbook and feeds it right into the prompt. It perfectly grounds the AI's answer in your actual reality. Now, if we want these reasoning models to be truly powerful, they've got to connect to the tools we use every single day. Enter term number 5, the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. MCP standardizes exactly how applications provide context to AI. See, before this, developers were basically pulling their hair out trying to build these one-off, custom connections every single time they wanted an AI to talk to an external database, or a code repository, or an email server. It was a nightmare. But MCP provides a single, standardized bridge. It's an absolute game changer for getting AI to interact with your existing systems seamlessly. Section 3, Scaling Up Efficiently, Doing More with Less. Get this. You might assume our sixth-term mixture of experts, or MOE, is some brand new concept cooked up in a lab yesterday. But actually, the foundational idea was published in a scientific journal way back in 1991. No way, right? But with the massive size of today's models, it has literally never been more relevant than it is right now. Here is how this incredible architecture functions. A mixture of experts model, like the IBM Granite 4.0 series, takes a massive language model and divides it up into specialized neural subnetworks. We call these the experts. You could have dozens or even over 100 of these experts inside a single model. When you send it a prompt, a routing mechanism steps in and only activates the specific experts it actually needs for that one particular task. After that, a merge process mathematically combines their outputs. What this means is that while a model might boast billions of total parameters, it only uses a tiny, hyper-focused fraction of them at inference time. It is a wildly efficient way to scale up an AI's capabilities without suffering a massive explosion in expensive compute costs. Section 4. The Superintelligent Future, the Theoretical Endgame. All right, this brings us to term number 7, our final term for today. First, on the left, we have AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence. Today's absolute best models are slowly inching toward this theoretical standard, where an AI could complete all cognitive tasks just as well as any human expert. But look at the right side, ASI, or Artificial Superintelligence. This is a monumental leap beyond. ASI systems would have an intellectual scope entirely beyond human intelligence. We're talking about recursive self-improvement, meaning an ASI could endlessly redesign and upgrade itself in a continuous loop, just becoming exponentially smarter. It's the kind of profound development that could solve humanity's biggest problems, or, perhaps create entirely new ones we can't even fathom yet. Whether it ever happens or not, ASI is absolutely a term you want to keep on your radar. Section 5. Experience at Live IBM Tech Exchange Conference. So, if you want to see these evolutionary AI concepts mapped out and actually demonstrated in person, you'll definitely want to be in Orlando this October. The conference is packed with boot camps, hands-on workshops, sessions, live demos, and certifications. But honestly, what's really fun is the live Lightboard studio they're setting up. You can actually watch live Lightboard performances, learn the technical skills to create a Lightboard explainer yourself, and finally uncover the ultimate secret: how presenters actually manage to write backwards so flawlessly. It is just a fantastic opportunity to really immerse yourself in the technology we've just been decoding. Okay, we have covered a tremendous amount of ground in this explainer today, from autonomous AI agents taking real-world action right up to the mind-bending frontiers of superintelligence. But look, the AI ecosystem is incredibly vast, and 7 terms barely scratches the surface of what's out there. So I really want to know, what AI term do you think should have made this list? Think about the tools you use every day and the futuristic tech on the horizon. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and I will see you next time as we continue to unpack and explain the fascinating world of technology.